Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Price action is the true shepherd. Holy moly, donut shop. Look at that big red candle, that outside daily candle. This is a big red one. This is a bearish one. Holy moly, this is what I be talking about, guys. The sheep style trading, following the price action, being a great follower. Holy moly. Even with NVDA popping yesterday, I don't know, maybe it was market makers just trying to suck the bulls in, but there was a lot of profit taken today. We're going to talk about NVDA later. And it reflected with SPY, it reflected with QQQ. A lot of profit taken today, and it was amazing. Price action, man. Price action. I wrote here on my Discord, I have first support at 444, and if it failed, 442 and 444 back in play, okay? I had a bull case scenario for it too. You gotta have the bull case and the bear case. You wanna be prepared so that you can react in the price action. Here's a 30-minute chart, the price action. Holy moly, that red line is my 444 level. This is such, and it was, in my opinion, it was an easy trading day, but we broke down 444, right there, red line. Broke down 442. If you miss one level, one trade setup, catch the next one. Broke 442. Broke down 440. Broke down 438.5. This was the end of the day sell-off. And managed to close below 437. That 437 level was important, and it is important. That was my white trend line. As you guys see, it was my white trend line. Okay? A breakout of that trend line, back tested support, led to some nice up move. Recently, we recaptured that trend line, gave us a nice up move, $8 move after recapturing 437. Nice $8 move to the upside. That's tradable. And then look what happened. We broke down 444. That was the blue trend line. I gave you guys that level. I mentioned yesterday, we break down 444. That's bullish. That's bearish. But you can also look to, short the breakdown 442. Worked out beautifully, and it closed below 437. Not looking good for the bulls right now. Okay, we got Jackson Hole tomorrow, guys. Jackson Hole. Be prepared for anything. I'm expecting some big volatility. You guys know what happened when Jay Powell speaks. The market moves. Whether it moved to the upside, to the downside, we got to approach this like sheeps. Look at Bulls won yesterday. Very nice trend move to the upside yesterday for the Bulls. The Bulls won, Bears were crying. Today, Bulls are crying, the Bears won. You know who won on both days? Sheeps! Bah! We won on both days because we just followed the price action. Look at some trade ideas I had. Great trade idea for the SPY, short and below 444. What else we had? AMD. I would be bearish or look to short if yesterday's breakout failed, which means I need to see if 110.3 and 109 fail as support to trigger shorts and put 107 and 105 down in play. I told you guys what to do. Trade idea. What was another trade idea I have? Look to Netflix. Look to short at 426.5 fail with 424, 422, 420, 17 play and all that happy stuff. What happened with Netflix? Broke down. It opened below 426.5. You just watched that next support level. 424 broke that down. Boom. Went as low as 406 today. What other trade ideas I have? Google. Look to short only if 132.8 or 131 fail. So breakdown of 132.8 was trigger our shorts. Gave us a nice breakdown right here, that green line. 132.8 going as low as 130-ish. That's a nice trade idea. NVDA. NVDA. Right here. If 505.5 fail, look to short with lower targets in play. 505.5 breakdown, I wrote right there, look to short. NVDA, look at this drop. Going back down to the 470-ish. Holy moly. Price action is the shepherd. It was a great trading day for the Bears and for the Sheeps. I hope you guys made a lot of money because we had a good time in the Discord. So yeah, that's what I do in my Discord. I give trade ideas. Why do I have it set up like this? Because I don't want to do alerts. All right, people talk about, alerts. They want alerts. Alerts. If I do alerts, what are those? If I do alerts, by the time I give you the alert, you might have missed the entry. You might have missed the move. So I write these ahead of time. Before the market opens, you add my levels to your charts and you look to react. We do this skillfully. Not depending on somebody that's talking about Lamborghinis and alerts and you can just copy me and be successful. No, you're going to learn the trading style, learn the trade setup, learn the concepts. So that when I write these things, it makes sense. You can be able to trade it independently on your own. All right, trade idea. It worked out beautifully. All right, so that's what I do on my Discord. Those are examples of trade ideas. This is for tier 2s and above. I also cover QQQ, okay, Tesla. All right, trade ideas, and you look to react to the price action. That's all you had to do. Had a trade idea to break, short the breakdown of 444, 442, and all that happy stuff. Worked out beautifully. We play it level to level. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, like I said, we got Jackson. Expect some volatility. Okay, now here is the plan. We're gonna give you the bull case scenario. I'm gonna give you the bear case scenario. Please add my levels to your charts if you don't already have them. Overall, they're the same. Okay. Now we broke down 437. Okay, close today was 436.89. Not much of a breakdown, but it's still a breakdown. And keep in mind, we went as high as 445ish, 0.2ish today. 445.2ish today. So that's a really big drop. All right, that's a really big drop, especially for the SPY. Look at this candle compared to other candles. It's very nice. Okay, and it's also looking like that July high. Look at that. Look at that. Holy moly, similarity. Okay, so as far as the plan goes, 437. Watch that 437 level. That's a fib level, 78.6 fib level, and it's also my white trend line. Below it is bearish, guys. Below it is bearish. I am favoring a test of 433. I do have 435 as a support level, but I am favoring the test of 433. That's a pivot low right here back in August 18th. All right. Watch out for a potential double bottom. Okay. Bulls are going to have to step up there. But if they do not step up there, if 433 fails, we're likely going to head down to 431 and 429.6s. Okay, those are my lower targets. Below 437, I am bearish. Hear me out here, guys. Yesterday I said to you guys, above 445.5 and 444, that's bullish. Need to break out 445.5, the bottom is in. Did that break out? No, but I also said, because I give the bull case and the bear case, we are looking to react, not crystal ball stuff. That doesn't exist. That's not real. That's fairy tale. Okay, we look to react, and I mentioned short the breakdown 444 or 442. Okay, now I'm saying follow through, bearish follow through would be, it has to stay below 437. I'm favoring 433, and if 433 fails, very bearish, we're gonna head down low. Those are my targets to the downside. 431, 429.6. Are we on the same page here, guys? Okay, below 437, bearish. Now above 437, if it recaptures 437, I will trust it more if it recaptures more levels, starting with 438.5, 440, and of course 442. But I still stand by what I said. The bottom, it's only in if we clear 444 and 445.5. You look at this daily chart. We have not cleared 444. Yes, today we opened above it, but we have no close above it on the daily chart, as you guys can see. If anything, this is just a back test. All right. You remember we had this double top, triple top here back in June. We cleared it, and it led to a very nice upside. Okay, recently, this was in mid-August, we had a false breakout setup. You guys already know how I feel about the false breakout setup. That's one of the greatest trade setups of all time. False breakout setup, and it led to a very nice move to the downside. And now here we are back testing the breakdown, including this green trend line. It tested that green trend line. We're back testing the breakdown. That is healthy to see. Okay, we break down a level, we back test it, and we see rejection. That is healthy to see. In this case, healthy for the bears, not healthy for the bulls. Okay, are we on the same page here? So from here, 437 and all these levels must recapture. Okay, 444, 445.5 must clear for a bottom to be in. Otherwise, I'm still overall bearish, especially below 437. I hope you guys found value in that. I hope everything makes sense. If not, comment below. Uncle, that didn't make no freaking sense. But if it does make sense, comment below 1. Just comment below 1. All right. It would mean a lot to me if you guys do that. Now, holy moly, look at triple Q. Yeah, I was like, look at this bearish outside daily candle on the SPY, and then we go look at the triple Q, and holy moly, you know, it represents a lot of tech stock, and NVDA has some good weight in this All right, so I'm telling you guys right now, NVDA is a great stock to trade, but a lot of people say they can't trade it. They're too scared to trade it. Well, that's fine. Trade triple Q. Okay, it's not as volatile as NVDA, but you'll still get some exposure to it. And you guys can see with this big drop on NVDA how it influenced triple Q. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. All right, anyways, from here, I think I mentioned to you guys, look to short below 371 and 369.5 or 360. I think I gave you guys some good trade ideas yesterday, all right? Now I want to give you guys some more trade ideas right now, some good ones. Support is at 361, okay? Now we didn't close below it. We're below it right now. We could gap below it. And if we gap below it, watch the next support, 359 and 357.5. If those levels fail, 356, and then this pivot low here at 354.7 in play. If that fails, bulls gonna need to step up, because if this low fails, we're likely heading down lower. All right, maybe down to 350 to the 340ish zone. All right, guys, that's gonna be very bad for bulls if they can't stay above 361. Below 361, 357.5, I'm very bearish on the triple Q. Okay, now we broke down a lot of levels. If bulls want to get some momentum, they're going to have to take the stairway up and recapture those levels. 363.4, 365.2, 367, 369.5. I'll be a lot more bullish above 369.5. Now remember that macro level that I had at 365.6 from all-time high. Fib levels from all-time high down to October 2022 low is at 365.6. That is the main level that bulls need to recapture. All right? As of right now, it's looking like a head and shoulder. Right shoulder is forming, all right? Let's go back to the SPY. Looking like a head and shoulder. Right shoulder is forming, all right? Dow Jones. I mean, it don't look like a head and shoulder as much as triple Q and SPY does, but hey, I mean, look at it. Anyways, 346.5. I mentioned that's the level that bulls need to recapture. Reject it from there. 342.5. I mentioned that's the level that bears need to break down. It broke down. Bearish. As long as below that, 339 and 336 are in play, okay? I can't get bullish unless 342.5 recaptures to put 344 and 346.5 back in play. Above 346.5, maybe we can go up a lot higher, and maybe this will be a higher low, okay? You know, a low is in when a critical resistance level recaptures. That critical resistance is 346.5. As of right now, it is looking bearish. IWM is looking bearish. I don't know if your favorite YouTuber or whatever social media influencer, if they're telling you to long IWM right now, you better run away from them and come join Uncle Charters. All right, if they are telling you to long IWM right now, you better run away from them and come to join Uncle Charters, because here's the situation. You see, we had a false breakout setup, as you guys can see, and if you follow Uncle Charters, you know that the false breakout setup is a very bearish setup. We recaptured that green trend line, broke back below it, breaking down more support levels, guys. Look at that. All right. Now 183.5 is resistant. With 184.6, 185.7, and to recapture that green trend line, still got to get above 186. All right. Clusters of resistance, I know, but overall above 186 will be a recapture of the green trend line, and a breakout of 187.2 would be a breakout of this yellow trend line. So those are the critical levels for me to be bullish, but as of right now, it is looking bearish. Why? Because we got a false breakout and we're breaking down support levels, all right? Now, if anybody thinking, man, this Uncle Charter sounding bearish. No, it's not me. It's the price action. It could change tomorrow. Remember, we got Jackson Hole tomorrow. That's why we got to approach this like sheep, unbiasedly. That's why I give you the bull case and the bear case. Does that make sense? So recapture those levels. You may want to look to long. Above 186 and 187.2, I'll be bullish, okay? Now, if Bears want to keep up the momentum, like I said, we got to stay below 183.5, break down 182, and that will put 177.5, and gap fill at 175.6 in play. Tesla still did not get above that 240.7 level. I mentioned multiple times. If it cannot get above 240.7, that's still overall bearish on the Tesla. Now, it needs to show some follow through, break down this orange trend line, which is at 228, and break down my fib level, which is at 226.5. And if they do, the green trend line is at 224.5. And if that breaks down to, let me see. If that breaks down 220.6, 218.3, and the gap fill at 215-ish would be in play. We play this level to level. Damn, there's so much levels, man. Well, you know these levels, you know where to enter and short. You know what the trading opportunity, the entry for opportunity, the exit opportunity are. Okay, levels are your friends. They're good. Okay, overall, I'll only be bullish above 240.7. All right, Apple. Holy moly, look at that. False breakout setup. Remember, I changed my fib levels yesterday. I showed you guys from January low of 2023 to the July high. I mentioned 180.75. You broke that up. If it breaks that back below, that's bearish. That's bearish. Apple is now around 175, 176s, guys. False breakout setup. All right? As long as below 178, stay bearish. Watch the next breakdown. 176 fail. We could drop a lot lower down to 173.5, 172, and 170. Okay, I'll only be bullish if it can recapture 178 and 180.75 to put 182 and 185 back in play. All right, NVDA, beautiful, beautiful, life-changing trade ideas, life-changing trading results. I just want to give you guys success and show you guys that the price action is the best way to approach this. All right, it's very hard to swing trade NVDA. It can go up, down, whatever, but it's nice to day trade it. It's so nice to day trade. Let me go on the daily chart. Holy moly. Okay, it's around 469.7 as we speak. All right, I have next support. at 467.5, 464, 453.4. 457.5 and 452. Please add those levels to your chart so you know when to short, when to go long. All right, those are support levels. If they break down, you want to look to short. All right, this is a very volatile stock. Now, resistant is at 471 point. Is at 471.3. Okay, 476.5. I'm gonna have to go on a small timer so I can find some more levels. I think I'm missing some right now. Okay, yes. 475. All right. So above 471.3, I got 472.5, 474.5, 476.5, 479, 481, 483.2. Those are the upper targets. I could have more levels to the upside. Now, the way I have my fib level is from an August 2022 high down to the August 2023 low. This is a 4-hour candle chart. All right. Now that's the blue one. The red one I have a little different. I have it from July 14th high down to August 14th low. So if you guys would like, you can do it like Uncle, so you know where the pivot levels are for NVDA and be able to trade this stock unbiasedly, level to level with runners. If you struggle to hold on to your winners, use the runner style. Leave runners. Secure most profits where you're comfortable and leave a couple. Leave a couple left for runners. See what happens. Microsoft, very bearish. That's a big body. Oh my goodness. Watch out for a gap down. We could get one of those reversals. Watch out for a gap down. It could gap down, chop, and then the next day could reverse to the outside. Just be careful. Every time I see these big red candles, bears get super excited. Feel like market makers trying to pull people in. But let the levels guide you. All right. I have resistance at 320 and 321.5 with 323.5, 325, and 327 above. Okay. We want to look to long when those resistant levels clear, but I'll be a lot more bullish above 327 as of right now, right? Now, if we continue to be bearish, watch that support level at 317.6. If that fails, it's a little small gap around 316, and then I got 314.5 and 311.8 below that. 311.8 failed, guys. That was a previous low and a fib level. If that failed, very bearish. You could see more lower lows, 307 and 302.5. Could go and back test this pink trend line that I have here. This pink trend line that I have here all the way goes way back to March 2020 low. And we see what happened here. Respect it, respect that support, respect it as resistant. It looked like it's getting very close to want to test again. If it does, that's around 302. Just keep that in mind. Amazon, very bearish. I mentioned 135 was the equilibrium level. Above it with bullish level style, of course, and it did get to 136.6s. But below 135, it was bearish. So once it broke it down, that was the trigger to go short. Look at that beautiful move. As of right now, 132.6 is resistant. with 131.5 and 130 as the next support. If 130 fails, it's the break of this structure that we have here, and that will be very bearish. Bears take control below 130, 128.5, and 126 in play, okay? Can't get bullish unless 135 is recaptured. Google, false breakout of the bull flag. All right, as long as it stay below 131, the false breakout stays intact. Look to short below 129.5. We could see more downside, 126.6, maybe down to 125 or lower. I have the gap all the way down to 122.5. Keep in mind, all right? Now, to be bullish, it needs to get back above 131. That's a good start, but clear 132.8. That's when I would long with 135 and 136.5 and 138 back in play. Meta, bulls dropped the bulls failed. Bulls failed. Now, follow through for the bears would be a breakdown of 285.5. If it does look to short, we're going to get a lot more bearish up in here with 282, 280, 278, and 274 in play. I cannot get bullish unless some levels are recaptured, starting with this white trend line. If we break this white trend line right here, it needs to break above 301. That's a lot for the bulls to do. Then I will be bullish, okay? Now, short-term resistance level, I got 290. 290, what else I have? I have 290, 294, 297, and then 300. All right, above 300, I'll be bullish. As of right now, watch that breakdown, 285.5. That could be very bearish and we head down lower. Netflix, bear bias. I'm bear bias below 415.3. Just keep in mind. As of right now, resistance at 409 and 406.5. All right, it's currently lower than that. And if it continues lower, watch for the breakdown of 404.5 and 401.6. If those levels fail, holy moly, 398 is going to be in play first with 395.7 and then 388. 390 and then 388. It's going to get a whole lot bearish up in here, all right? I would look to long if 415.5 recaptures with 418.3, 420, 421.5, 426.5 back in play, all right? AMD, beautiful trade that we had in the Discord. I'm so proud of this trade. Overall, bearish below 103.5. I need to see the breakdown of 101.3. If that does, 99.5, 97.7, and 95 will all be in play. I can't get bullish unless 103.5 and 107 recaptures. That's a tall task for the bulls right now. Oh, I don't want to cover the VIX. We don't care about the VIX anymore. But Palantir, holy moly, I mentioned above 15 will be bullish, but if it breaks back down, it's a false breakout going as low as 13.8. As long as below 415. As long as below 15. 15, that's a false breakout. Okay, that stays intact. Stay bearish below 15. Now, 13.6 is the next support. Okay, you guys can see potential head and shoulder. The neckline is around 13.5. If that breaks down, very bearish on Palantir. With 13, 11.5, and 10.4, and 9.3 in play, okay? Can't get bullish unless it's above 15 to put 17 and 18.2 back in play. Now, here is the dog pool order. 442.93 was the level. We had 1.5 billion in premium there. I'll be a lot more bullish if that level recaptures. Based on dog pools, of course. It's a little separate from my charts. Up to you what you find more value in. Now, SPY, filter for 500K premiums or above. Bearish. QQQ, bearish. Dow Jones is nothing. People don't like the Dow Jones. IWM is bullish. I don't know how, but it is. Tesla is bullish. Apple is bullish. Uh-oh. What do these people know? NVDA is bullish. Microsoft is bullish. Are we going to bounce tomorrow? Amazon is bullish. Is people favoring a bounce? This is crazy. Why the market got to be bipolar? Well, that's why we sheeps, right? That's why we're sheeps. The market's bipolar. That's why we sheeps. Meta is bullish. Netflix, nothing. Nobody traded Netflix, really? You gotta be kidding me. AMD is bullish, and Palantir is nothing for Palantir. So for some reason the flows are bullish, guys. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you didn't already, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It would mean so much to Uncle Charters. Other than that, have a great evening. Peace.